Hey there, welcome back to my methods, building a bespoke kilt from scratch. Directly following the last video, I've sewn the 25th pleat, the last pleat, to the inner apron. And again, consistent with my recent practice, I've made the inner apron just ever a little bit wider, about an inch wider than the outside apron to prevent a pinch on the hip from the strap where it goes through the buttonhole. This, because of this fellow's figure, it doesn't have a tremendously dramatic A-line. In fact, very, very little at all. So having sewn it, I've basted the inner, the deep pleat, basted the edge down on both sides. And you see all those chalk marks. These aren't a worry because just a touch of the iron, they'll disappear. Having done all of that, I measured from the seam to make sure that I was right, and then flipped it over. Now, remember, there was a considerable, well, a little bit more than usual amount of leftover cloth, so this is folded over, and it comes up to just about almost the edge, just a little bit shy of the edge. Now, my next stage, you'll see there's a bit of dimpling here. My next stage will be to baste this flat. I'll start with a baste along here, followed by a baste on the other side. And if, see, there's a bit of wrinkle there, I might put a baste up the middle just to hold it in place, because after I've sewed this, an overhand stitch along the bottom, and then a, what do we call it, an invisible stitch on the inside where I'm just holding the two together. By basting it, like when I iron it, the bases will hold it in place so that these billows, these extra bubbles almost will be pressed flat, because the cloth will shrink a little bit at that stage. So there we go. From here, once that's done, I'll be cutting out the fish as you've seen elsewhere. I'll probably do a video of that again, and installing the canvas and carrying on. So thank you and carry on.